Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be choosing my March TBR. I almost said May there, wow, it's a couple months ahead. I'm going to be choosing my March TBR, very excited for it. I did want to say that I am still reading Saving Six, so I am up to page 450, not 150.
And Billy's just jumped on the sofa and messed up my camera angle.
On page 450 of this, it's going really well. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read for the last couple of days because I've been unwell, but I am going to pick this up and start reading it again. Also, my friend Zoe got me these lovely earrings that are books. I absolutely love them. So anyway, as you can see, my books are right behind me, so we are going to go through my books and decide what is going to be on my March TBR. As you can see, I've got my cup of tea right here. We are going to be looking at my books and deciding my March TBR. We've got 32 books on my physical TBR. I honestly thought I had more, but apparently I don't. So yeah. Honestly, straight off the bat, what's drawing me in are my new books down here. I have been dying to pick these up. And we've got my Saving Six book right here. So I'm just going to put that there. And I'll add on top of that the books that I want to read in March. So straight off the bat, what's drawing me in is these two books down here. So we've got The Other Passenger and Death of a Diplomat. And I'm thinking I really want to read The Other Passenger, like that's really standing out to me. This book is very interesting. It says, "You'll wish you'd never met me. It all happens so quickly. One day you're commuting to work by river bus with your friend Kit in the seat beside you. The next, Kit hasn't turned up and his wife has reported him missing. At your stop, the police are waiting. They say another passenger saw you and Kit arguing on the boat home last night. They say you have a reason to want him dead. You protest. Who is the other passenger pointing the finger? What do they know about your lives? No, whatever danger followed you home last night, you are innocent, totally innocent, aren't you?" So, it sounds very interesting, and this is a second-hand book. It's not very long, it's only, let's see, it's 400 pages, so it is quite long. But I do really want to pick this up, so I am really interested in this. Now, I don't want to choose books that are too long. Obviously, I am really tempted by Redeeming Six because I've been reading Saving Six. So I am tempted to put that on my TBR as well because I absolutely am loving Saving Six so much. It is such a easy, quick read, and I would love to have that for another book on my TBR. Trying to think what else is jumping out to me. I do really want to read Troubled Blood by Robert Galbraith, but that is a really long book, and I think if I put that on my TBR, I'll only have like 3 books on my TBR just to get that read. This book looks interesting, although it is quite small text. Georgette Heyer, Black Sheep. Text is tiny. I am interested in this though. I might reread The Man Who Died Twice because that is a really good book. I've already read this, but this is such an easy, quick read. I think I might add this onto my TBR as a reread. So I'm going to add that there. I am really interested in reading Death of a Diplomat, even though I just bought this. But I do really want to read this, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to add that onto my TBR as well. How many pages is this one? This one is just over 300 pages, so I think I'm going to add that onto my TBR. I've picked up Exploits of the Chalet Girls. This also looks really interesting, but again, the text is really tiny. I'm not interested in it that much. Anne of Green Gables is also a book that I really want to read. And again, the text is tiny in this one, but I do really want to read this. So I'm thinking I'll add this onto my TBR and see if I get to it. So we've got 5 books on my physical TBR now. Do I want to add one more? Take a swig of tea and see if that helps me decide. I'm thinking I'm going to add Redeeming Six onto my TBR because the last book, Saving Six, has been so good. This is also a really nice edition. It's quite floppy and it's really nice. So I'm thinking I'm going to add that onto my physical TBR. And that is that. So let's talk about the books that I've put onto my March TBR. These are the books on my March TBR. So let's go through them one by one. So to start off with, we have Saving Six. I'm already 450 pages into this book, and it's not going to take me long to finish it. Like, it's probably going to only take me like a couple days. So I could have finished reading this in February, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't rushing this book because it's been so enjoyable. So I've got this on my physical TBR, on my March TBR. And we've also got Redeeming Six. So I'm probably gonna save this for when I feel myself maybe like going into a bit of a reading lull. That way, Chloe Walsh's writing is just so fast paced, it's just really easy to pick up and read. So I really wanted to add this onto my TBR so that if I get myself in a bit of a funk with reading, I know I can pick this up and it'll be so easy to read. Now we have Anne of Green Gables by L. Montgomery. This is, I think it's just the one book. I'm not entirely sure, let me check. It's just the one book. The heartwarming story of the redhead orphan who comes to live with the Cuthberts. Exasperating and irrepressible, she soon comes to win a place in their hearts, a children's classic that's delighted generations. So I think I'm probably going to read this. I don't know when I'm going to pick this up, but this is more like a filler book on my physical TBR.
I keep saying that.
On my March TBR, so I'll pick this up at some point. Now we have what I'm really excited about, the next three books. Death of a Diplomat by Eliza Reid. This book looks so good. I'm really excited about this. The stakes at dinner couldn't be higher. Representatives of the Canadian Embassy are visiting a remote Icelandic island, and the great and the good have gathered to welcome them. But beneath the glamour, tensions are bubbling. When the Deputy Canadian Ambassador is poisoned at dinner, suspicion falls on everyone present, but particularly on the Ambassador himself. Jane, the Ambassador's wife, knows that she has to solve the murder if she is to save her husband and her marriage, but Jane knows better than anyone that when it comes to protecting scandalous secrets, there are no lengths to which people won't go. So soon the question becomes, can she track down the killer before they strike again? It sounds so good, and I absolutely love the cover of this book. It's so pretty, and the font is like a really decent size, so I'm hoping I'll get through this relatively quickly. Now we have Richard Osman, The Man Who Died Twice. This will be a reread for me, as I have read almost all the Richard Osman books. I also think I want to add The Impossible Fortune onto my TBR because I can listen to that on Audible. So I'm thinking I'm going to add that onto my not my physical TBR. I keep saying that, I'm so sorry. Onto my March TBR. So this will be like a reread, but it's a really, I know I love this book, so hopefully I'll get through it relatively quickly. As you can see with a lot of my books, I'm focusing on how quickly I'm going to get through them because I don't want to pick really long books that are going to take ages, and if I do pick those, I only want there to be like one of those books on my monthly TBR. That's one of the reasons why I'm just picking shorter books, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to go into town and pick up some other books as well at some point. I don't know when, but I want shorter books on my TBR. I'm happy with what I've got on my TBR, like I am interested to read those books, but picking up books that are newer, like The Death of the Diplomat, is just so easy for me to get through. So probably gonna go book shopping at some point. And finally we have The Other Passenger by Louise Candlish.
Very unusual name.
I've already read the back of this book and I absolutely think it's going to be awesome. Like, I'm really excited to read this. Really interested to see what happens. It just sounds like a really fast-paced read. Ruth Ware said the queen of the sucker punch twist. That sounds so interesting. So I got this book for £1 in a charity shop, by the way. Like, how great is that? Hello you guys, bear with me. So little interlude here. I I realised I kind of wanted to change my TBR. So I went to my mum's the other day and she gave me this book to read, The Life List by Laurie Nelson Spielman. And it sounds really good, so I want to add this onto my TBR. So I'm adding that onto my March TBR and taking off The Man Who Died Twice, because I'm rereading The Impossible Fortune by Richard Osman right now. So those are the plans. A little interlude, hope you don't mind. Sorry I look a little worse for wear. I've had a bit of a quiet day, as yesterday was just unbelievably hectic. So I've needed today to just chill and not do anything, not get myself ready, that kind of thing. So that's that. Thank you for listening to me. I love you, and back to the video. So these are the books on my March TBR. Very excited to get to them. I don't know how many I'm going to read this month. Usually on a good month I'll read like 4. Roughly I've only been reading like 3 a month, which isn't loads, but it's better than nothing. So that is what is on my March TBR. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see me read these books, please keep your eyes peeled for reading vlogs that will be coming very soon. So thank you for watching this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.